Hi, this video is for Sagittarius. This is a general tarot reading. Sagittarius's Suns, mostly. If you're a Sagittarius moon or if you're a Sagittarius rising, you may be able to connect a little bit to the reading, but I do believe that the sun signs are always the most clear for the energy. However, like I said, there are some qualities in your moon or your rising, if you're a Sagittarius moon or rising, that you will actually feel like you can connect with the energy of this reading. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's not a personal, private reading, so I won't be able to feel your specific energy, but I do want to know, I want to know the energy of the Sagittarius zodiac sign. I don't know very many Sagittariuses, but from your guys' energy of who I do know who's a Sagittarius, I do feel there's a lot of persistent determination. It's interesting because there's also an open mind quality of Sagittarius, which is quite interesting. And you're very persistent, very optimistic, and very successful as far as I can see. So if you don't know your moon or rising sign, you can always type in birth chart generator and you can get a free birth chart made for you where you will be able to find out what your moon sign is or what your rising sign is. It's always good to learn a little bit more about yourself through finding out who you are through the art of astrology. I'm a moon Leo, rising Aquarius, sun Aquarius, air sign. So Sagittarius, you are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries are fire signs. So you guys are fire signs. Okay, I'm already shuffling the cards, but let me tell you how we're going to do this reading. It's going to be divided into 6 categories: mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, and financially. Mentally, it will have to do with your thoughts. Physically, will have to do with your health. Emotionally, will have to do with your feelings. Spiritually, will have to do with your soul. Intellectually, will have to do with your planning. Financially, will have to do with your money and career. However, all these things are intertwined. You are not just separate parts. You are a being made of many parts, and so they could be intertwined and interlocked. For sure, they are interlocked, and they will intertwine as I do the reading for you. So don't be, don't be worried. This is all going to come together. So mentally, okay, chalices, chalices, and wands. Eight of Wands, mentally. Two of Chalices, and the Eight of Chalices, mentally. Mentally distraught over love, wanting to go back to the way things were. Keep in mind this may not apply to everybody, but I'm going to go a little bit more general just in case that didn't make any sense to everybody. The Eight of Chalices mentally is one of emotions, mentally disconnected perhaps. With the Two of Chalices, though, there is a balance and still a self-love mentally. I do feel that energy for you because I do feel like, yeah, you have a lot of optimism, Sagittariuses, but I do feel a lot of like hesitancy mentally, a lot of hesitancy mentally. But what is this Eight of Wands? Sorry, I just want to get some clarification. So I have a clarification deck that I pull cards from if I don't get the answer in the 3 cards from the main deck. I should have explained that earlier, but we'll learn as we go. So the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. I'm just going to pull a few cards to get a clearer message. Eight of Swords, mentally. Two of Swords. Tower. High Priestess. Sorry, there's a lot of cards here, but we're going to get to the bottom. There's Ten of Cups. Five of Swords. We're going to get the story. And King of Pentacles. This is the outcome card, King of Pentacles, mentally. So I do see that the mental problem that you're having is in regards to being successful. Tower moment. Eight of Swords. Mentally tied up in a catastrophe. Three of Pentacles. A balance, though, with the physical energy. Ace of Cups. Focus on the emotion. Ten of Cups. A happy ending. So there's a happy ending, and then there is the King of Pentacles, abundance and fulfillment. Five of Swords. I feel like these three are very important, but then we have the High Priestess, the Two of Swords. Okay, so let's just see mentally. Okay, so it's about feeling successful for sure. But with the King of Pentacles, maybe this is how you're used to feeling with the King of Pentacles, and lately you feel like you haven't been really having that feeling of success. The Three of Pentacles, the solution is really the Three of Pentacles, so learning how to balance. With the Ace of Cups, really focusing on your emotions and how you feel. With the Ten of Cups, that is really the key to happiness, is focusing on your emotions. I know we're talking about mentally, but the subconscious for you mentally is really playing a big part. I feel like your emotions are getting away from you with the High Priestess. The birth of something new emotionally for you is something that you're going to be going through in the next couple weeks. With the Two of Swords, you're really learning how to balance your mind in this situation with understanding your emotions. And with the Five of Swords, you're really wrestling with it mentally because you're not used to feeling like you're not successful. And that's actually giving you heartache in a sense. With the Tower moment, maybe you feel like you're a failure, and that's why you're having a hard time getting through, believing in yourself. But with the King of Pentacles, I really feel like that's the outcome card. You will be successful. It's just about learning to balance yourself. And with the Eight of Wands, I really feel like a Zen feeling with this. I feel like that's the key to your Zen moment, is really believing in yourself and knowing that you are meant to be successful. And that is where your mental clarity will come from. Sorry, I put all the cards away. Okay, so that was mentally, but now let's go on to physically, so health-wise. Okay, physically for health. Three main cards for physically and health. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Justice card. And we have the King of Wands, which is actually a really good sign because you have a lot of willpower physically. But I feel like you're tired spiritually. With the Four of Wands, I really see spiritual exhaustion, but though you still have a lot of willpower physically, you are pushing yourself physically. But I'm not clear what the Justice card is bringing out for you physically and health-wise. I'm going to take some clarification cards for you guys, Sagittariuses. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's taking a while here. Gotta find the answers. Physically. Sometimes you gotta keep going until you find what you're looking for. So, physically. Woo, we really got a lot of cards here. So I wanted to find out about the Justice card, and actually we got another Justice card. Physically, two Justice cards. Interesting. Okay, so we had the main cards, which were the King of Wands having a lot of willpower physically, but the Four of Wands being spiritually exhausted. Let's try to see with the mind though, because we are on physical, but the idea was the fact that you're spiritually exhausted. You have a lot of willpower bought in your body for sure, but the idea is that if you can control your mind, you won't exhaust yourself anymore with your willpower. What's funny, because you are willpower exhausted, yet still a lot of strength in your willpower. Two Justice cards. I want to find the mind card. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. I do feel strength in this Nine of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of mental strength, and that's probably where the King of Wands is coming from, with the willpower, forcing yourself to move forward despite your exhaustion physically. And I guess that's why you have so much success. I'm still looking at these cards. I'm trying to hang on. Nine of Cups, the Devil. I'm trying to see which one is coming out to me. The Nine of Swords. Wands. Okay. What is physically, health-wise? What are we going for here? Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so Page of Pentacles, starting out a new regime. And the Ace of Pentacles, being really clear about what you want physically, which I feel is like your strong point. But maybe there's a lot of different opportunities being presented to you. With the Devil card, you kind of feel stuck with all the different opportunities being presented to you. But with the Seven of Wands, there is going to be a feeling of success. And the Queen of Wands, really... with the Queen of Wands, there's something that... Okay, so the Queen of Wands go with the Justice card. The idea that there is going to be justice in your willpower. Okay, so that's the outcome for you. Maybe you are feeling like exhausted but still pushing forward with your willpower. The outcome is the fact that you will have the justice that you deserve because of your hard work. And the Queen of Wands, that nurturing, comforting energy will come to you. You have put up with a lot with the Hangman, but remember, everything comes in cycles. And if you wait it through, you will be enlightened with the Devil card. Okay, so that was physically for health. And now we're going on to emotionally with feelings. Remember, they're all connected, so they might all sound the same, but they all play into a bigger picture. Emotionally. Interesting. Wow, the Magician. Okay, the Magician. Emotionally. The Knight of Chalices, which I feel is like giving up emotionally. But the Ace of Swords, really seeing clearly is what you want to do emotionally. Keep seeing clearly emotionally. I feel like that's the strong point for you, is that idea that you create your own life with the Magician. Emotionally, maybe feeling disturbed and distraught, but really continuing on with the strength of your mind and remembering that you create your own life. So emotionally, just understanding that it takes all four suits, Pentacles, Wands, Swords, and Chalices, to create magic. So keep believing in all of yourself, every part of yourself, emotions, willpower, spirit, and physical. Combine all those things and continue to believe in yourself and be this magician. Emotionally, you need to combine all those things that you are. You aren't just, your emotions. You aren't just your mind. You aren't just your body. You aren't just your spirit. You are all those things, and you are the magician. You are the creator of your own life. So that was emotionally. Now let's go on to spiritually for soul. Spiritually, soul eyes. Okay, so King of Wands, which I really feel is your card, the King of Wands, Sagittarius. I really see you in the King of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Swords. So spiritually, so I don't know if I showed you your cards for spiritually, so I'm just fixing. You had the King of Wands. You had the Hangman for spiritual. And you had the Three of Swords for spiritual. Pointing to her heart, you see. This is where you can go ahead and stab me. Almost that idea that you're stronger than your opponent. Yeah, I do feel that spiritually, really feeling enlightened. I feel that for you, Sagittarius, really enlightened beings, and really, like, I see a hippie in this card, really connected to who you are spiritually, for sure. The fourth one, oh no, the fifth one, sorry. Fourth was spiritual, fifth is intellectual, so planning. Fifth, intellectual planning. Intellectual planning for Sagittarius in the next 2 weeks. Like I said, I'm looking down because I'm shuffling. I'm kind of new to this whole shuffle situation, Sagittarius. It's funny because I see myself shuffle and I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna fall. Okay, intellectually planning, the Empress. I do see you in this as well, Sagittarius. So a lot of feminine energy, but beautiful, beautiful feminine energy for Sagittariuses. The Six of Pentacles. Oh, I love this card. Oops. Six of Pentacles. Beautiful. Oh, wow. I see a lot of planning in this card for you, which I guess makes sense why you have the Empress card, because it's a successful situation for you in your planning. And the Nine of Swords, the idea that you haven't been without your difficulties, the idea that Spirit wants to congratulate you for pushing through with your optimism and really building the best version of yourselves, intellectually, using your mind, moving past really painful mental situations and coming out on top and showing love to the world, really being consistent in your being consistent and being willing to help others intellectually and planning your life in a successful way. I do think that's something that you can really focus on in the next 2 weeks and really congratulate yourself for. Okay, we've reached the end. Financially, money and career. Financially, money and career. Okay, I like to see pentacles. Lots of pentacles. Okay. Oops, got 2 cards already. Okay, the Nine of Swords, tying in with the intellectual. The Five of Wands. And intellectually, with the Nine of Swords, we got the Five of Wands. And we got the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah. Financially, money, and career. If this doesn't say wealth, I don't know what does. The Nine of Pentacles. I feel like I can just draw the line there for you, Sagittarius, but I don't want to. Okay, let's get some interesting information for you, Sagittariuses. I'm happy to see that Nine of Pentacles. But it's interesting how we have the Nine of Swords, which was like how you've been going through like the difficult times and still pushing through and being the best version of yourselves. But we do have the Five of Wands, which I actually forgot about, and I'm not quite sure what the story is with that. So let's see. Okay. Three of Swords, because we had the Three of Swords before. Strength card, financially. and Nine of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles again. Okay, let's see. Two of Pentacles, balancing. Four of Pentacles. Death card. Ace of Wands. I know we're pulling out a lot of cards. Page of Wands. Six of Cups. Let's see how many cards I can put on my moon. We're going to see the story here. Two of Cups. Six of Wands. We're going to get the whole story. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Wands. Oh my God. King of Cups. You know what I'm getting? Believe in yourself. Financially, the world. Hierophant. King of Wands. You might think I'm a joke, right? Chariot. I'm looking for a Swords card. Devil, and I'm not going to give up. Nine of Swords. Woohoo! I don't know if I can read all these cards. Let's see. Nine of Swords. Okay, so financially, I really wanted to see a Swords card because I wanted to see the strength of your mind, really, in regards to the finances with the Nine of Pentacles and your success, and also this Nine of Pentacles, double Nine of Pentacles, two success cards for financial and career and money. The Chariot card moving forward quite quickly and quite successfully. Of course, we wanted to find out what the Five of Wands was about, and we had the Nine of Swords. And so I see that you have been using your willpower quite consistently to get through a lot of confusion, using your willpower. And you see this person is actually quite sad, but also very, very grateful. And that's why she's created this circle around the swords to symbolize her mind. The idea that she's really, or he has really used his mind and overcome the obstacles that have happened to him. If we go through all these cards, because I have pulled out at least 10 or 15 cards, we have the Devil, the fact that you are independent. We have the King of Wands, really in touch with your willpower. We had the Nine of Swords, which said that you haven't been through your easy times. You've been through a lot of difficult times. We have the Nine of Wands, which has been a card of apprehension, which is always, you know, a good thing. It's not a bad thing to be apprehensive, especially if you've been hurt with the we had the Three of Swords, didn't we? Oh yeah, with the Three of Swords being hurt. With the Two of Pentacles, balancing yourself despite the Strength card, using your strength. The Death card, letting things die and be reborn. The Mood card, being in touch with your subconscious. The Wheel of Fortune, believing that you are in control of your own life. The Four of Pentacles, learning how to balance, also learning how to hold back from people when it's time. The Ace of Wands, again, believing in your willpower. The Page of Wands, being ready to learn new things and travel in new directions. Being a good friend and being in touch with people and their emotions with the Six of Cups. Flying high with your willpower, allowing yourself to soar and believe in yourself. The Hierophant, knowing when to worship and knowing when to let go of things that are no longer serving you. The Six of Wands, being a good leader, Sagittarius. The Two of Cups, also enjoying your life and the people around you. The King of Cups, also learning how to control your emotions, but also how to lead despite them. On the World card, knowing that ultimately the world is yours and it is your life to create. So we finished that off with a bang, Sagittarius, and I thank you for allowing me to get into your amazing, crazy energy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.